Pregnancy can give you cancer. I repeat, pregnancy can give you cancer.
What women go through when it comes to having children, giving birth, getting pregnant, raising a child, being a mom. Women go through a lot. And I feel like we are not even talking about it enough. Because of late, I started seeing women come out to talk about them having cancer because they are pregnant. Pregnancy can cause cancer. We've done the video before, but then I saw another woman talking about it that she has cancer because she was pregnant. And the thing is that you don't have to carry the pregnancy to full term before you can have the cancer. You can be exposed to the cancer. The moment that you're even pregnant, like you can be exposed to the cancer. If you even have miscarriage, you can be exposed to the cancer. If you can have the pregnancy to full time, you can be exposed to the cancer. So far, pregnancy was, present in your body, that HCCG or something, meaning that you can be exposed to cancer. You guys, this is scary. And I feel like aside from you being exposed to cancer, there are other serious sickness that you can have while you're pregnant that people are not talking about it enough. This is not me discouraging anybody from getting pregnant or having a family or having children, but you need to know what you're getting yourself into. And this can happen to anybody because those people that is happening to, they didn't wish it for themselves. It just happened. And it's better for you to know that these are the risks of things that is going to happen to you if you go through this route. Let me show you some videos, then we'll come back and discuss.
Pregnancy can give you cancer. I repeat, pregnancy can give you cancer. Yep, I said it. That's my story. That's what happened to me. Pregnancy gave me cancer. Now, this video is not meant to be ammunition for the girl with the list. I'm sure you've seen her on TikTok. She has more than 300 reasons why women should not fall pregnant, they should not have kids. This is not what this is meant to be. Even though I lost my son, and even though pregnancy did give me cancer, I am still very much an advocate for having children, growing families, because the blessing that it is to have children far surpasses the risks that are involved with pregnancy. Everything in life has risks, but we still do it anyway. Now, that being said, it would be disingenuous of me to not share with you this huge cancer risk that is involved with pregnancy. Who's at risk of it? What is this cancer? It's called choriocarcinoma. Anyone who's been pregnant is at risk of it. It could have been a few weeks. It could have been a full-term pregnancy. It could have been a miscarriage. It could have been an abortion. It could have been an ectopic pregnancy. Or in rare cases, just like mine, a full-term pregnancy and a delivery, and you still can get this type of cancer. Is there a way to prevent it? No. You cannot prevent it. It, unfortunately, is rare and it can happen to anyone. It is a very aggressive form of cancer. It is a type of gestational disease. There is a kind that happens outside of pregnancy, but in this case, we're talking about the one that happens with pregnancy. It is so aggressive, it can spread very quickly to other parts of your body. It forms initially in your uterus or your ovaries, and it forms from basically placenta cells, where a tumor forms from your placenta, or tumors form from your placenta. It can quickly spread to your chest and to your brain, and then it progresses to stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, or even 4 of this type of cancer. So early detection of this cancer is of utmost importance. It is so important that you get your diagnosis very early. So you can do a blood test, you can do a pregnancy test. When you have high levels of HCG, which is the pregnancy hormone, it means there's a possibility of that, especially if you know you're not pregnant, especially if you've already delivered your child and you're getting high levels of beta HCG, especially if you're bleeding after you've had the pregnancy, you continue to bleed. That's another indicator of this type of cancer being present. If you have abdominal pain, see a doctor, get tested, find out. This cancer is very, very dangerous. One of the reasons why it is so dangerous is because not many women know about it. Not many women are thinking of getting tested after they have their children. Not many women are even thinking about getting tested after they had a miscarriage or had an abortion. So it is very important to spread awareness about this type of cancer. Is it curable? Yes, it is. early detection, like I said, is very important. When detected early, you're able to get chemotherapy, and the success rate is very high, I hear. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm still going through chemotherapy right now. Very horrible process, by the way. Very, very horrible. Part of the reason why I haven't been able to record this video for a couple of days because I've been sick. But I digress. It is a curable cancer, so get tested. Find out. Don't be a victim. Fertility. Does it affect fertility? Can I still have children after undergoing chemotherapy for choriocarcinoma? Yes, you can. Many people go on to have healthy children after chemotherapy for choriocarcinoma. Of course, it depends on your diagnosis. Discuss your options with your healthcare provider. Discuss your plans also for family. There are alternative methods that people have told me about for curing cancer or for curing this type of cancer. I'm not here to discuss those. The method that I've chosen to follow with death facing me right in my eyes is chemotherapy, and I stick to that. If you prefer other methods, by all means, do that. Do what works for you. I'm here discussing chemotherapy for choriocarcinoma. Lastly, thank you so much to all the souls that have shared messages of encouragement with me, of support, of consolation. People who have shared with me the stories of child loss, have shared stories of their cancer journeys. Thank you so very much. I'm encouraged knowing that there are people that are in this journey with me. Thank you so very much. And also to the people that gave donations in the form of money. Through my last video, I've collected almost $200 just in money from strangers to help with covering some of the medical bills. Thank you so very much. You don't even know who I am. You've never met me, but you were able to sympathize with me, empathize with me, and go as far as take money from your pockets, from your children, from your families to donate to me. So thank you so very much. God bless you. May He replenish your wallets. May He bless you. May He bless your families. Continue to do this also for other people. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
I would have been diagnosed with cancer if I had not taken my spleen out 3 weeks ago. So 3 weeks ago, I had to take out my spleen because it was infected with a greenish liquid that I kept draining throughout my pregnancy. And my doctor had to advise me to take out my spleen because it was infected. So right now, I am in my recovery state. I feel much better right now after taking out my spleen. I am currently on monthly vaccine. It turns out that during the operation, my doctor found out that I had 2 spleen, a bigger one and a smaller one. So they had to take out the infected one and leave the other spleen in there. But we don't want to stress the smaller spleen too much. That is why I am currently on vaccine. Yeah, so I am making this video to spread the awareness. You guys, this liquid can be dangerous. It can affect your health. It can be diagnosed as cancer on a long run. Finally, my doctor has tested the spleen and I had a call back to tell me. So it turns out that I have a cyst in my spleen, and my doctor said this cyst is something that can lead to cancer. So thankfully, I actually went for the option of taking out my spleen. So this is me spreading the awareness that if you are experiencing something like this, I will really advise you to talk to your doctor and go for the best decision, because I had someone who reached out to me, and this is me telling you her story. Her story is actually a sad one. I'm going to be tagging her on here because she is completely okay with me telling you guys about her story. Her story is something similar to mine, but the difference is just that I had to take out my spleen on time after detecting this greenish stuff, but she didn't take out her spleen on time, and this is what it led to. She thought that this liquid was not coming back again, so she actually let it slide. So she said her doctor actually advised her to just let it be, that the remaining liquid inside her body will dry off. So she actually left it like that. And you guys, she said 2019 she got pregnant again. She was in so much pain back then. That's because this liquid actually turned to a solid what's the word, she said it actually turned to a tumor in her tummy, and it was just fighting space with she and the baby. So as time goes on, she had to be going for monthly checkup, and like I said, once a child is in there, they can't do anything about it. They have to protect the child. Goes on, she actually do go for early checkup, and so she said as time goes on, she started peeing blood, did a scan, and they had to take out the baby immediately because this time around it is between life and death. So they had to quickly rush her to the theater. They took out the baby, and you guys, the doctor told them they were going to take out the spleen and the tumor inside of her. And according to her, the moment she was cut open, they realized that it was not only the spleen that was infected, that it has spread, and they had to take out the big tumor, some intestine. They had to take out the spleen, the tumor, her kidney. She said one of her kidney was completely damaged. She said it led to a part where they had to take out her hair, and it is just God, because at some point she said she thought she was not going to make it because the doctor was like, for you to come out of this, you're indeed a blessed child. I can't even post pictures on here because she actually sent me lots of pictures of things that was taken out from inside her body. You guys, if you see the size of what was taken out from this lady's body, I can't even post it because TikTok will not let me post it. But it was huge. It was huge. What that liquid turned into inside her body was big. It was looking like half a human that was inside her body. I could not just look at it for long. The moment I saw it, I had to swipe because I couldn't look at it. She was in the hospital for 2 months. 2 months. She said they stitched her up and took her back inside the room. They went to run so many tests on those tests that were taken out, and you guys, it turns out that that greenish liquid that turned into a tumor and has spread all over her body has turned to cancer. She said a lot was still done inside her body. They had to start cutting things out of her body to avoid the cancer from spreading. She said her hair started falling out, that she even didn't see her baby for weeks. It's a lot. It's a lot. Women do go through a lot. I was listening to her story and I was just sad. I felt so bad for her. I am just here to spread her story, and if you have any question, just ask in the comment section and she's going to reply you. I'm just spreading the awareness that health is wealth. You guys, we should all prioritize our health, and we should stop overlooking things. There are things that will be happening to you in your body, you just overlook it and feel it won't lead to something else. Cancer don't happen in a blink of an eye. Cancer grows. At my own end, I know the pain I was going through when they were doing the drainage, when this liquid was coming back. Now imagining what she went through, pain, the everything she had to go through to take that tumor out, it just takes the grace of the God. And I'm happy today that she's alive to share her story to everybody. Now so many people were on my case on, don't take out your spleen, don't take out your spleen, do this, do that. If I had not taken out my spleen, this is what I would have gone through, another whole phase of my life. Yeah. Anyways, I'm in my recovery state now, and she's also in her recovery state. She said she's also under vaccines and all that. She's still going for checkup to confirm that there is nothing left in her body. And yeah, thanks to God, everything went well. And that is what I came to tell you guys. I hope you all prioritize your health and spread this video. Spread this video because we don't know who is also passing through this. Keep you guys updated on my health. And thank you so much for the prayers, the love. And I love you guys so much, and God bless you. Yo, and before I go, let me quickly dance for my G's. Oh my gosh. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Kindly share your thoughts about this video down in the comment section, respectfully, as always. What is your take about this? You know anybody that's going through any of this? There are a lot. There are a lot of story time. In fact, some of them I can't even watch it to the end. You will start crying because you'll be like, why do women have to go through all of this? And at the end of the day, you go through all of this pain. and you don't get any appreciation, or the man doesn't treat you like a human being. Some men treat you like an object. They treat you like they own you just because you're pregnant or you have a baby for them. Some men even make you like their baby making machine and still tell you that, okay, that's one you went through was another baby, have another baby. And most women don't have a say. In as much as we talk about have children you can take care of, do this and do that, some children in some part of the country or part of the world, they are very young. They are very young and they don't have a say. Their parents are the one that gave them out to a man while they were probably 16, 15, 12. What are they going to do? How can they stand their ground and say they don't want to have children? How can they say that they cannot do this, they cannot do that? Or how would they start hustling at that 12 years or 13 years old? In the northern part of Nigeria, when you see young children, young girls getting pregnant, getting married, it's a normal thing. That is what happens. In fact, once you have a child, once you give birth and your child is a daughter or is a girl, they already have a husband for him. And do you know the kind of people that marry these young girls? Old men, old men that have a wife already, they have children already. They'll marry them for cows, for exchange of cows and all of that. Like, it is so painful. And sometimes when I think about girls like that, I'm like, how can they stand their ground and say that, oh, I can only have two children, I can't have any children anymore? They cannot, because their parents already give them out to those old men selling them off like that. And that is very, very scary, because I don't think they, in fact, what do you know about yourself at 13 years old? Because people that are in their 20s barely even know what they want. So what do you think you can do at 13? Imagine the kind of sickness, imagine the kind of young girls that have lost their life to pregnancy, to death, and a lot of disease and sicknesses that comes along with having a child that nobody is talking about. This is very scary, and this is just like an educational video for people that want to go into having children. You want to have more children, you already have, and all of that. You don't know the kind of system. Always go check yourself. If you have any consistent headache, as low as headache, go check yourself. Go see what these things have caused in your body, because you wouldn't know. Some of the time it might be stress. Stress can cause a lot of things to women. A lot of women are coming out to talk about how stress are giving them a long-term sickness that they are dealing with day to day. And anything can make you be stressed. We women cannot, take in so much stress like that, especially when it comes to emotional stress. It can cause a lot of sickness in our body, like a lot of things. You guys can see what women are going through just to have children. It is scary, and I don't know, I just feel like people are not talking about it enough. Aside from the fact that we have women that are regretful that they have the children, that they cannot, enjoy their lives anymore. They cannot live the kind of life that they want anymore. Aside from that, we still have women that came out unhealthy. Some women came out paralyzed, facial paralyzed or something. I don't know what they call it, because they are pregnant. So women have so many, like you guys have seen so many videos of women talking about the kind of disease, the kind of sickness, the kind of ailment. Some women, there's a woman that said she lost her two legs because she's pregnant, because she got pregnant. She lost her two legs. She didn't have accident though. I don't know what I don't even know. Like, it's so scary. And a lot of women have lost their lives to that because they want to have children, they want to have babies and all of that. It is very risky. It is a very risky thing. And the fact that people only talk about the joy, they only talk about the reward, they only talk about, oh, once you see your baby, all the pain go away. They do not go away, because you still remember the pain you went through in the hospital. You still remember what you went through throughout the 9 months. Some women cannot even do anything for the 9 months. They are on bed rest. Imagine you lying down for complete 9 to 10 months because you want to have a child. Like, it is so scary. And at the end of the day, you're having the child for a man that does not appreciate it, that will still go out and cheat, that will still go out and treat you like an animal, that will still do anything he wants to do to you, because he doesn't even understand what you went through. I get it. Some men are very supportive and understand it, but most of the men that we have out here do not even understand what you're going through. In their own head, they feel like it's a normal thing you're supposed to do. You women, you're supposed to have children. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that. Anyway, you guys, what's your take on this video? Let's have conversation down in the comment section respectfully. As always, it's your girl Myra David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.